let's move on. Let's talk about the Sun Belt. I mean, the Sun Belt has become, I'm going to talk about this. Sun Belt's become one of my favorite conferences to talk about.
Yeah.
And these are biases. It has become one of my favorite conferences to talk about. We're talking about James Madison and this schedule after last year, going undefeated, they get rewarded. Well, they get Kurt Signetti goes to Indiana, right? But honestly, like, dude, how old is that guy? Now, okay, I thought it was a pretty good hire for Indiana, right? But realistically, I don't know if he's in the long-term plans, for James Madison.
It would have been nice to just have him ride out in the sunset, James Madison, win a couple Sun Belt titles, go to the playoffs a couple
Maybe,
times,
yeah, maybe,
have a
maybe,
good time there, obviously. But Bob Chesney's no slouch.
yeah.
Bob freaking Chesney, no
And
slouch at
this,
all.
and look, this James Madison team loses a lot of talent. We understand that on this show. We understand that. But you know what I also understand? Bob Chesney's a good coach. They still have some talent there. And they play a really freaking easy schedule. There's a reason that their win total is at 8.5 right now. They play Charlotte is one of their more important out of conference games. North Carolina, which in state, could get a little interesting there. That's all I'm gonna
Well,
say.
James Madison is in Virginia, right?
Oh, you're right about that. You're right about that. But
You're
dude,
thinking, you're thinking about App State, but regardless,
I'm thinking
so
about, but it's like right there. So
North
I don't know.
Carolina hates playing Sun Belt teams, and they
North Carolina
should.
hates
They
playing Sunbelt.
should hate. So who knows? Who knows?
So and then, good God, is ULM's over in a win total at 1.5?
I know.
No way. That is that actually what it is? Did you make a
Poor
typo?
Brian Vincent. Maybe I made an error, but I'll double check that. It's
Anyways, but I'll run through the schedule while
crazy.
Christopher is checking to make sure that Brian Vincent is not gonna. I mean, I don't know what that's poor guy. But anyways, they play two teams. Uh, they
Oh
play one. Wait,
God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five teams in, or sorry, four teams in the Sun Belt with no under win total of 4.5 or less, and they also play Marshall at home. Sure, they play App State, revenge game, revenge game, and they play at Georgia Southern is one of their road games in conference. At ULM is one of their road games. Is it really 1.5
It's minus 184 at one and a half.
for the over?
The over, yeah. The over, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't
The
know.
under would be vile. But Brian Vincent's got, we knew he had his work cut out for him. We
Oh
knew he
God,
did. But again, teams you
jeez.
want to play in the MAC. I'm sorry, teams you want to play in the Sun Belt, ULM. I was thinking about Ball State when I was talking about the MAC. You play ULM, you want to play Old Dominion, the Georgia schools, Southern Miss, right? Like those are the teams you want to be seeing there on your conference, and you get them. You get them this year. You get all of them.
Good God. This Lou Monroe team. I'm looking at their depth chart. I don't even know if they're gonna have whatever. Sorry. Maybe that's for another video. But the reality is, yeah, you lost a lot, like we said. You still have a lot. And you play a
Defensively,
really nice, easy schedule.
I'm definitely worried about. What to me the misnomer here is what I'm not missing, and maybe we talked about this off air a little bit. Maybe it's the O line, and maybe they're worried about replacing the defense guys like Carpenter and Pons and Green, Walker, Kamara, all those guys, right? And obviously the coaching staff. But why are they the fifth best odds to win the Sun Belt? And I know it's a competitive
Plus
Sun Belt.
plus
Plus
800.
850, plus 850 at James Madison is crazy. I mean, South Alabama, we love the Jags. We love the Jags in the show. Louisiana, though, at 3. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see
that's
there,
interesting, man.
right? But Texas State, App State above them, like, I mean, I know you got Troy and Arkansas State and Coast. Like, we love the parity at the top of the bracket. I'm sorry, the top of the conference in the Sun Belt. But James Madison deserves to be one of those teams that's like, yeah, they're going to be pretty good this year. We don't want to play them this year because they're going to be well coached, right? They're talented, they're physical, blah, 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 all this stuff. Bob Chesney is going to just continue that culture that's there. And their schedule breaks to a nice one at App State, right? November 23rd. I don't want to spoil the whole Sun Belt for you guys, but that could be the game that decides, who's going from their division, right?
You
Because they're
did
in the
it.
Eastern
You
Division.
you just spoiled it for everyone. You just
Well,
leaked the script.
too bad.
Unbelievable.
But we're still gonna watch it though. We freaking love the Sun Belt.
We're just, God, I love the Sun Belt.